All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Today we're going to do a video going over how to use like key opens and use PO3, like accumulation, manipulation, distribution, in order to increase your win rate. Now, I use this today on my trade. If you guys see my trade recap, today's May 4th. Here are the executions. I took one L before this, and then I ended up taking this win. So I'm going to break this down and how I use key opens. So key opens are basically, or the way I put them is like every 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. Now, the 1 hour, the 30 minute, and the 4 hour are going to be much more important, but you can also use the 15 minute as well. So these are the times you're pretty much looking at. You're looking at 9:30, which is market open. You're looking at 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30, and 11. Most importantly is going to be, 9:30, 9:45, 10, and 10:30. If you trade around 11, you should try not to, but it depends. And then 10:15 is kind of just, it's not as key, but 10:30, 10, 9:45, 9:30, those are going to be your key ones. So what does that mean? So every candle, whether it be a 15 minute, any candle, whether it be a 1 minute, a 2 minute, a 15, but we're looking at 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour, is made up of a wick and a body. So how does a candle form? It's from AMD. It's from accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now, if you guys don't know what the power of three is just accumulation. So you can see when price accumulates, it manipulates, and then distributes. And then this right here is what forms this candle. So let's just say this is a 1 hour candle or a 15 minute candle. Price accumulates, manipulates. What is the manipulation? The manipulation is just the bottom wick getting put in, and the distribution is just the candle body. So that's how you can break down any candle. You can see it was accumulating, it manipulates, puts in the bottom wick, distributes. And the distribution is the body. Same thing with this bearish example. We accumulate, which means we chop in range. We manipulate to the upside, sweeping out buy side, and we distribute. The manipulation here, which is the sweep, is that same thing as that wick, and the distribution is the same as that body. So now you know how a candle is formed, how a 1 hour, a 15 minute, a 30 minute, a 4 hour candle is formed. Now you can start to use this to your advantage. So I'm going to show you guys the trade example, how you can use this. So for today, first let me explain it first, okay? Let's say price is accumulating right here, and let's say it's 9:59, so 10 a.m. is about to open. Let's say the 10 a.m. candle opens up, and we get manipulation to the upside, and we put in a top wick. Okay, so that's our manipulation. So we accumulate 9:59, so 10 a.m. opens up, manipulates to the upside, and then we get a nice, let's just say it's a 3 minute inversion to the downside. We get nice displacement. We take a short right here with our stop above, and we catch shorts all the way down. The 10 a.m. candle in that case, which is a 15 minute, a 30 minute, a 1 hour, and a 4 hour open, accumulated, manipulates up, you get an entry confirmation, and then you ride out the distribution leg to the downside. That's literally all you're looking for. You're looking for the manipulation, confirmation, and then you're looking to catch the distribution leg, but you're using these key times like 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30, because that's when the new candle is forming. So you're looking to catch the wick and ride out the body of the candle. Same thing, let's just say with this right here. Let's say price is accumulating and it's 9:44. So let's say it's 9:44 right here, and price manipulates down. The new 15 minute candle opens up, and price immediately rips the downside. Maybe we tap into a 1 hour gap. Maybe we tap into a 15 minute gap, whatever. Okay, let's just say right here, we manipulate, 9:45 opens up right here. We manipulate into a 15 minute gap. So what is that now? The new 15 minute candle has now put in a bottom wick. We get an inversion to the upside. Let's say we get a 1 minute or a 2 minute inversion right here. Stops below, and then we go for whatever our targets are. We go for the low resistance liquidity right here, and boom, we catch the whole candle body to the upside. But our wick, the wick was just the 9:44 candle, 9:45 opening up, manipulating down into a PD array. We get an inversion or whatever entry, and we ride out the candle body. So all we're doing is using these candle opens, 9:34, 9:30, 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30, 11 o'clock. We're looking to catch the wick in order, we're looking for the wick to form in order to catch the body. So again, that's all you're waiting for. So what's going to happen at these key opens is going to be manipulation. I'm going to show you guys the example today. Okay, this was the short that I took. So what happens here? This was on the 1045 candle, which is also it's not as key as the other ones. Like I said, the higher the time frame, the more kind of important it's going to be, but it's still valid. I just forgot to write 1045 because 1045 is what? It's a new 15 minute candle being open. So what happens here? price, look at 1044, this candle right here. 1045 opens up and just pushes to the upside. And at this point, we're still respecting out of a 5-minute first presented fair value gap. So not only did we get manipulation, but we are also respecting a PD array. So in this case, it's a 5-minute first presented fair value gap. It could be anything though. It could be an hourly gap, a 15-minute gap, whatever. So 944 closes. 945 manipulates up and is continuing to respect a bearish PD array. So what I'm looking for at this point is, I'm thinking this is the manipulation, this is the wick on the 15-minute candle, and I'm looking for an entry to the downside in order to catch the distribution leg down. So I'm looking for a price to open up high and close low. So what happens here? 1045 opens to the upside, continuing to respect the bearish gap. We pair that with an SMT. We get displacement right here. I take my entry, and I just went for a 2-hour trade. But if we look at the 15-minute candle, what do we see? The 1045 candle opened up, created a top wick where I said that manipulation happened. Again, looking on the 1 minute, we create the top wick. This can be broken down and shown on the 15-minute candle. The 15-minute candle opens up, creates this top wick. I get in as the 15-minute candle is flipping bearish. We get that nice displacement on the 1 minute. And look where the 15-minute candle, look what it does. It closes bearish, just like we expected. It accumulates. Well, it's not a good example of accumulation, but regardless, we kind of get this little accumulation. We manipulate, creating the top wick, and we get the distribution, which is where we hit, our take profit. And in that same, push where we're getting our take profit, we can see that the 15-minute candle puts in this top wick and flips and closes bearish. So that's an example of the 1045 candle. I'm going to try to find an example really quick of like a higher time frame one, so you guys can see what I'm talking about a little bit better. Okay, so here's a quick example on the 945 candle. Then we'll get into another higher time frame one. So we can see right here, we create this 5-minute gap. We're in a clear uptrend, and what we can use is this 5-minute gap as a condition. If price wants to open up, we can look for higher, and if it disrespects it, then we can look for lower, right? So here we can see this is 944. So watch this. 945 candle opens up. What does it do? It taps into that 5-minute gap. We get a manipulation. What does this look like? This is looking like a bottom wick getting put in on the 15-minute candle. From there, let's keep pressing forward. Okay, we get a little bit deeper manipulation. Now we're respecting CE, that 5-minute gap. Okay, boom, we get a nice displacing candle to the upside. This is just a quick example, obviously, but let's say you take this 1-to-1, and let's just, not the great example, but whatever, you hit your 1-to-1 trade. This is just a quick example, but what I'm trying to show you is 945 opens up, manipulates down into a PD array, in this case being a 5-minute gap. We get confirmation to the upside, and we catch the distribution leg to the upside, right? So what happens when we break down this 15-minute candle? Price was basically accumulating. It manipulates at 945 and then distributes up. So 945 creates the bottom wick on the 15-minute candle, and then it distributes up, and you can catch that leg to the upside. But the main thing here was waiting for 945 to manipulate down, waiting for the new 15-minute candle to manipulate down, getting your entry in here, and then you basically can catch the entire distribution leg to the upside. Now, again, this isn't the greatest example, but it's just showing you that this concept is valid. Okay, now here's a quick example of using the 4-hour, right? So the 10 a.m. is going to be a 4-hour, a 1-hour, a 30-minute, a 15-minute, all that stuff like that. So the 4-hour candle here closes completely bullish, and say you expect for price to continue higher, right? So to go over to the 15-minute chart, and we'll let this play out for a 15-minute candle. But what do we get? We get this manipulation down into this 15-minute gap right here, and we start to respect it. From here, let's just say we're looking for an entry. We take this candle right here. This is just an example, and we go for a target at these highs over here, right? So what did the 4-hour candle do? It opened up. We did get this initial manipulation up, but then we tap into a 15-minute gap. What do we expect from a 15-minute gap? We expect price to continue higher, and we expect the 4-hour, this to be the manipulation, the accumulation, the manipulation, and then we expect to catch the distribution. And if we press forward, we catch that distribution leg up, right? So what happens if we break this down to the 5-minute? We can basically look at this and say, this was our accumulation right here. This was our manipulation into a PD array, and then we catch this distribution on the 4-hour candle. Okay, so again, if we look at it from the 4-hour, we see this 4-hour candle, we wait, 15-minute, manipulates down into a PD array, And then from there, we get confirmation to the upside and we can long from there. Okay. So you're just looking basically for these 4 hour, 1 hour, 50-minute, 30-minute candles to open. You're looking for the manipulation and you're looking to catch an entry in order to catch the distribution. But the key thing, like I said, is to look for the manipulation to happen into a PD array. So again, this is pretty much all you're looking for. You're waiting for the key open, you're waiting for a price to manipulate into a PD array, and you're looking for an entry to catch the distribution leg. So let's say again, for example, let's say price is chopping around right here. 1030 opens up, we get manipulation, you get your inversion entry to the upside, and then boom, you long. But make sure the manipulation is into a PD array because this is going to give it the most confluence. You don't want to just take any liquidity sweep. Let's say we manipulate here into a 1 hour gap. Let's say we're manipulating, 1030 opens up, manipulates down into a 1 hour fair value gap. You get a 3-minute inversion to the upside. You have draws and liquidity. You have equal highs above. You take longs, break even, and then you hold whatever you want. But basically you wait for the key open, which in this case we said was 1030, wait for price to manipulate into the PD array, which in this case is a 1 hour gap. You get your entry and then you're catching the distribution leg. But the key difference here between, because pretty much everybody here is probably using liquidity sweeps and inversion, but what you're adding in basically at this point is time. You're using the advantage of using time and key opens and the candle formations in order to, increase your win rate. So that's it from you guys. Just pretty much just follow this framework. Like, it's very simple. If you know how the candles are formed, you're going to understand this pretty easy. And if you know how PO3 is, just adding this into your entries and using it as an extra confluence is going to help a lot. But that's it from you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.